Okay, and despite the hammering in the basement here of the building, which is causing a bit of noise, just wanted to show how many developer packs I have at the Unreal Engine for Unreal Engine 4, okay, to make worlds with, okay, and scenes and whatnot. I'm just going to scroll down through this. And many of them, like these landscape packs, have multiple places in them. One of them had 16 or 17 different types of biomes and such. Okay, this just, and this isn't all of them because Epic puts out some content for stuff and everything else as well, right? And then you have projects that you either get or buy or something like that that are their own project that you could then migrate into other stuff, right? Like, see, nothing in here, right? Then we do this, we do that, we do this. You just scroll through here. And if you really wanted to make your own areas, you go scroll down here. Get down here. Come on, you can do it. Come on, get better. Come on. And once you get to this, mega scans. These are scanned 4 and 8K imagery to be used as textures and models and pieces, parts of land and everything, right? Just, right? This is just to show you, this is what I collected since, just before the pandemic started. I mean, you're gonna do something, you're gonna sit around, you might as well. Look at this one, okay? Okay. Ever wanted to create an ancient city or a Stargate city or something with a lot of buildings and whatnot in it? Well, there you go. And the thing about this was I bought this, and then about a week later, this Earth 2 popped out, and these exact assets appeared, in their videos, and they were claiming that they never used any Unreal Engine stuff. Well, it got out, boys. You can't go around doing shit like that. So yeah. Anyway, prices are down on cards again today. You're seeing 3070s that can go for $750 now. If that becomes more of a norm, you might see 700, and then it's a buying spree. Then I say go buy. Once I see a brand new cards going for $700, then it's a buy. And you probably won't see that until August. So happy birthday to me. Time to save. Yep. You're going to be saving from here on out. And then, by the time these new games come on the PC Game Pass, I'll have sweet freaking hardware. I'll have new motherboard, new CPU, fast RAM, SSD, new graphics card, basically building a new PC. But it'll be cheaper than buying a PlayStation 5. Okay? And I can do all this stuff with it. Okay? Which you can't do on your Xbox. So it's not a competition here of me trying to outdo anybody. It's just for things I do, I'm going to need more. A 3060 is going for $350, and that's enough for most of you to enjoy all of the games that are coming out. Okay? A 1660 Super is $350. Sorry. The 3060, which is, I'll say about 5 or 10% better, is $550. So for $250, you're getting a card that's going to be a little bit better, barely, right? That's, but you can get 12 gig of VRAM, which that's pretty impressive. That'll allow you to do a lot of gaming, right? And they need that because if they add ray tracing to shit, I mean, all these companies, I get it, they want to have a very pretty and nice looking game, but we gamers want a game that we can play and have fun. So it's that balance, you see. And the cost of all this is finally as you move closer to the end of the year next year, I would say the time to buy a car would be after Christmas. Okay, is in around end of January, and then so you got months to save. Go for it because the Ethereum mining's ending. I sat there and watched them do their little test thing on some servers and stuff to see that this uh, new change works, and it did. It went perfectly. So they're going to roll it out now. They're probably testing more and seeing if there's any bugs or issues, blah, blah, blah. After that, all you have on that stuff is NFTs and stuff that those people do. And it's nothing to do with me. And if you want to put it in a video game, I'm not buying it. Okay, I won't buy a video game with NFTs. Sorry, just won't. I won't support something that will mess with my ability to get a cost-effective console, PC, or whatnot. Just won't happen. Okay, and I suggest the rest of you start thinking that way too. It was like an explanation. Well, why are you worried about Diablo Immortal? It's free to play. Well, if you play it and don't pay, it's as bad as paying. And how do I say that? Well, because they use the numbers of you people playing it to say, let's do more of this monetized bullshit. Okay? It's a simple concept. Don't play the game. Okay? If they do that shit. If it cost me $110,000 to max out my shit, okay, that would mean you have to play this game for the next 10 years and not play other cool games that are coming out. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to hook you in to keep you there. Don't fall for that shit. Now, when on the opposite angle, you get Starfield come out, and then you'll be able to modify the planets, and it's single player. You play how you want to play, when you want to play, etc. Okay, that's a buy. Okay. Now, mind you, what we saw in the 1 or 1080p video looked choppy. And I was concerned about that, but then I went and watched the 4K video, and then I realized what they've done is the video was originally probably 4K, and they downscaled it, and whoever did it doesn't know how to do video editing as good as, say, myself or others, and it lost some frames there, making it look choppy. I noticed that. It was, I mean, how could you have the exact same frame rates, for two videos? We can't, right? It was done at 4K with less choppiness, which means, yeah, at 1K, you're going to have lots of fun. And they know that. They know that, okay? They did the 1K thing first, though, because more people have monitors that can watch that at that level. Not everyone has 4K like my roommate here that lets me play around on it all the time, and he doesn't even use the damn thing. He sits there on my other PC that has a 1080p monitor, because he's just been introduced to Steam, so you can imagine what's going on there. Uh-oh. Now he's buying a PC, right? Anyway. Well, your people, take care. I'll do some more videos on, I'm going to go back into the Grim Dawn and do up that other character class a little bit later, maybe on the weekend. And, mess around with more stuff as well. I mean, I'm showing some people who've never seen some of the insides of this stuff, some neat things that other indie developers do, and they're all, wow, that's cool looking, wow, neat, and it's one of those things where people don't get to see this very often. It's one of the reasons why I'm unique. I'm a gamer first, and then I go play around with this stuff, and it's neat to do because, I like doing it. I like the visual stuff, right? So I make myself a little world, and it's like having my own single player game, right? Because everybody was playing multiplayer games, and I don't feel like all the time playing multiplayer games. And no offense to Fortnite, or PUBG, but I'm not into that style of game. Okay, it gets repetitive looking at it. Okay, that's just me. There are millions of people that think differently. Whatever. And this is why I was laughing at some PlayStation guy getting mouthy about Xbox again, and YouTube did a post about gaming, and then made the font real small. So I says, well, it's time to figure out how many games I really have access to, and the Xbox Game Pass has 435 games. 2 3 months ago, it had like 100. Okay, there's something there for everybody, and that's what they're going for. You know, and while you can be worried about the top end AAA games that are going to come once in a while, it's the filler in between to make sure you have something else. That's more important, okay, to me. All right, maybe not to other people, but hey, I mean the people that will rage on things, and they're they got I don't know what they do, because that's all they do all the bloody day. They don't play video games very much, I guess. It's almost as bad as, you know, the BS with TVs and movie people getting whiny about this movie or that. Well, just don't pay attention to it. It's not your thing. This movie's bad because this, and this. Move on, right? That's like yeah. Too much negativity is bad for you, right? So have some fun with it. Have some fun. And the biggest thing I see from a lot of critics is, what I don't get is how a place that names itself after games, all it does is talk about TV and movies and comics. It's got nothing to do with games. And the only game I've seen them play is Fortnite and a certain what was it? Mario Kart. That's it. I mean, what? I mean, you should be on that channel showing off indie games. You should be showing off indie developer stuff coming down the pipes. You should be showing off all kinds of neat stuff, right? And you'd be 10 times bigger than you are now, and more people. You'd be making more money if all you're concerned about is making money. People, the one guy went out so far as to say, yeah, I do all this just because it makes me money because people rage about it. Well, eventually you're going to screw up and they'll get you. No, that will be the end. That's what I see, and I'd rather not be associated to that. We got better things to do. Anyway, have a good one, everybody.